Hello YouTube, welcome back. I'm back with a brand new video as promised every week. And if you're new here, my name is Rosie and I'm a New Zealander living in France. And I do videos mostly about French culture, life in France, tips for expats living abroad, that kind of thing, as well as some New Zealand culture related stuff as well, and some travel videos too. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you definitely should because my subscribers are awesome! Alright, all that said and done, let's get started with this video, which is Anglicisms gone wrong in French. And this is actually part 2 of this video series. So if you haven't seen part 1 yet, I'll link that in a card just up here, or I'll put the link down in the description box below as well. So the first Anglicism that I wanted to touch on is the word standing or a standing. Obviously saying a standing doesn't mean much in English. You can say a standing ovation, but not just a standing by itself. And this English word, when you're using it in French, actually means high quality or deluxe. So you may talk about a nice hotel as having a standing, for example. I guess we say things have a high standing in English, which would probably be a close equivalent. So number 2 are some words for shoes. So you've got des baskets, and these are not baskets as we know and love. These are sneakers. And you also have des tennis, so tennises, I guess in English, which are tennis shoes or court shoes. Number 3 is a string. And when we think of a string, we just think literally of a piece of string. But be careful, because in French, when you say un string, you mean a G-string. Number 4 is le training. And when you say training in this context, it really isn't like a training, like I went on a training, I had fun at the training. It actually means a tracksuit. So if you watched video number 1, you know that you can put on a training to go footing. Number 5 is a pull or un pull, which is actually a throw over or a sweater or a jumper. So when you put on a pull, you're actually putting on a warmer layer. And this caught my attention quite quickly because for us, if you pull, it means that you score a girl at the bar, for example, like he pulled last night. I don't automatically associate the word pull with the pull over, which is obviously what they're referring to when they say un pull. Number 6 is really cute, and you can see where they got it from, is un recordman, which is a record holder. I'm not sure if a female record holder is a record woman. I haven't heard that one. Number 7 is un car, yes, as in a car. And this actually means a bus or a van in French. Number 8 is another English word that we have, which is caddie, un caddie, a caddie. And for us, a caddie is someone who follows a golfer around, often a professional golfer, and looks after his clubs, right? But in French, when you're using the word caddie, it actually means a shopping trolley. Number 9 is just so sweet. It is a talkie-walkie, which is, of course, walkie-talkie, but for some reason they decided to throw the words around in the other direction. So if you've got a few kids playing walkie-talkie at your house, they're actually playing talkie-walkie when they're in France. Number 10 is the word fashion, which actually becomes an adjective in French. So for example, I love your shoes, so fashion. Or I love your skirt, très fashion. Obviously in English the word is fashionable, but here fashion has taken on its own meaning. Number 11, speaking about fashion, is fashion victim. This is not used in the same way as we use it in English, which is a really derogatory way where we talk more about someone who has a really poor sense of fashion. In France, it actually means someone who's very fashionable and always keeps up to date with the trends. Number 12 is the word speed. So French people might say, je suis hyper speed en ce moment, which means I'm really busy at the moment. This obviously wouldn't really work in English. If you say I'm speed, I am speed, it just sounds like you are on speed, the drug. You obviously say I'm busy, I'm go, 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 or I was very speedy, but you're not just speed. Number 13 is un rugby man, which is a rugby man, one word, which actually means rugby player. You can also have this for tennis players, so you can have a tennisman. But the funniest one of all that you can have is the plural of tennisman, and this is des tennismen or tennismens, which is just wrong in every way. Number 14, short and sweet, it is the word slim, un slim, which is a pair of skinny jeans. And I suppose it comes from the English word for slim cut jeans or slim leg jeans, but it's just unslim, like slim is a pair of skinny jeans. Number 15 is another sports term, which is catch, but rather than being associated with a ball sport, it actually means wrestling. So if you say on fait du catch, you're saying we are wrestling. Number 16, and this is probably my favorite one of all time, is an auto-stoppeur. An auto-stopper, which is the French word for a hitchhiker. And if you've ever been hitchhiking, I'm sure you wished that it was auto-stopping, but I'm sure it takes a long time to actually get anyone to stop. Number 17 is beefsteak, beefsteak. And I just find this kind of funny because it's the French word for steak, and they felt the need to specify the source of the meat, that it comes indeed from beef. I suppose we do the same when we say a lamb steak or a pork steak maybe, but we don't say a beef steak, or do we? No, I don't think so, or at least it's not one word stuck together, like beefsteak. Number 18 is un speaker, and this is not just a regular speaker. So this is often related to television, and it's usually referring to the actual announcer or the news anchor. But what's really sweet about this word is that there was the female equivalent, the feminine version of the word, which is une speakerine. Number 19 definitely made me laugh out loud, which is the word people. And no, it doesn't just mean people as in people in general. The French word for that is des personnes or des gens. But here, people actually means celebrity, and it comes from the American magazine People. So you can say il est très people, for he's very famous. He's very much so a celebrity. Number 20 or number 40, if you have watched both videos by now, is des warnings, so warnings. And it doesn't just mean warnings in general or someone's warning you off something. When you use the word warnings in French, it actually refers to car hazard lights. So that's all, guys, and I better stop filming before the sun goes down on me and I'm talking to you in total darkness. I really need to invest in some lighting. But I just want to say I hope this caused no offense whatsoever to my French friends out there. I know that we as English speakers, and I'm sure from other nationalities as well, butcher the French language, where you're always using your words like touché, gourmet, probably in a completely wrong sense. And if you want me to do some research on that and actually do a video on the French words that we use incorrectly in English, please let me know down in the comments below. Because I mean, what would life be if we couldn't giggle about these kinds of differences? So I'll leave you here for now. I had fun. I hope you had fun too. Until next time, I'll see you soon. A bientôt!